Hey guys, let's talk about intent. I think most of you guys already heard about the word intent, and how many of you guys can will explain what's the definition of intent to others? Can you show me your hand? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's share the perspective from a wallet. Um, okay, so Dawson. Oh, okay, I'm Dawson. Gabriel from Blocto, and Blocto is a wallet provider vast user experience. We have already accumulated 1.7 million users since 2019, and we provide our own universal gas solutions. So you can use the Blocto coin to subsidize all the transaction fee across the blockchains we supported. And we provide this mixed custodial experience. So we onboard the user first with a custodial mode, and then we provide a way for them to switch to non-custodial mode later. So we let them use easily first, and then educate them to switch to non-custodial mode for the security reason. And I'm a hacker. I have seven years of experience in software developing, and 3 years in crypto. By the way, I really like juice, and you will know why later. Okay, so what are intents? If you look it up, you'll probably find this explanation from the Paradigm article. Says that intent is assigned a set of decorative constraints which allow the user to outsource transaction creation to a third party without relinquishing full control to the transacting party. So, okay, what the heck is that? So allow me to make a configurative example. If I, as you already know, I really like juice. So if I want some juice, I already know that a bottle of juice will cost me $5. And so I have one option is that I just go directly to the shop that sells this juice and then grab one from the shelf, go to the cashier, check out. And I do have a second option that I can just shout out to my neighborhood and to say that okay, I'm willing to pay $6 for a bottle of juice. Um, so anyone who is interested can just run the do the chores for me. And so here maybe there's a kid is interested in this kind of things. So because I offer $1 more for the incentive, so I can just lie on my couch and then let this kid help me do the job. So as you can see that in the left hand side it's like the normal transaction, and the right hand side is the intent. So sometimes things could go wrong. What if one of my neighbor know the shop I will go, and then he can just rush into the same place and then buy all the juice before me, and then because he know that I want this juice so bad, so he would just sell me $8 after, so I just have to pay $3 extra in this case. But on the other hand, if this kid found out this store is run out of juice, he can just simply go to the next one, or probably he can just go to the factory that manufacture this juice, right? He can, because there could be a lot of kids, and those kids can have different expertise. So he would just try to find a way to solve to help me achieve my goal. And so in this case, on the left hand side, the minor extraordinary value will be $3, but on the right hand side will be 0, because the $6 is the maximum I'm willing to pay. And so you can see that intent is that I'm willing to pay $6 for a bottle of juice, and the solver could be anyone. So in this case, I don't really care about when this job has been done, and who is going to help me achieve that, or which path does this solver take. And yep. So that sounds revolutionary, right? Because you can just lie down your couch and then wait for someone to help you do the job. And intent should be the future of transactions, right? Is it? So the reason why I say that it's not exactly revolutionary because you're probably already familiar with the NFT marketplace nowadays. So the whole order book is built upon intent because you put some like restriction to your orders and you expect some outcome. So you probably already sent intent before. Okay, so let's do a comparison. For normal transaction, you have to be aware of where you're going to buy things or achieve your goal. And then you have to initiate the transaction by yourself. So basically, you are the market taker. You take something out from the market. And for intent, actually, you're just like, you have to be aware that your order might not get may not get executed. And actually, you are letting out others for the solvers, right? If the price isn't like match for the current market, then your order will just lie on the order book. And basically, you are the market maker. You are actually adding more depth to the order book. So on the left-hand side, it's like the imperative ways of like execute things. And on the right-hand side will be declarative ways to do things. So let's take a look at the implementation. Here is the pseudocode of the function in a smart contract provided by intent.wtf. So here the solver will try to execute this function with the order, some order detail, and this order detail can be stored off chain or on chain. So usually, if that the order detail being stored off chain will be more centralized. So, but in this case, more centralized service will provide more like efficiency, or probably get cheaper. And so after that, we will leverage ERC 712 type data, which is like the structure of data, and then we will verify whether who is the authorizer on this order, and then after that we will just execute the content, and at the end of this function we will just check whether the changes match all the constraints. If it does, then it would just like this transaction will succeed. Otherwise, it would just reverse. So everything will be nothing. There will be nothing happen. So it won't be a loss for the user. And let's take a look. Let's take a look at the current flow if you're using a EOA wallet. So before you send out the intent, you have to authorize those smart contracts provided by those intent app. So let's say your intent including 3 different assets. You have to like send 3 different assets separately. Right? And then you just like take time and then use some gas. And then there is a restriction that you couldn't approve ETH to certain contract unless you deposit first. And so basically, you still have to like depend on certain smart contract, and then this smart contract will have to have either already have some asset or have some access to your asset. So does it sound familiar? Yeah. That is a smart account. So basically, if you use the smart account abstraction wallet, you don't need to approve any asset when you send out an intent. And then also, we support native token because that is the smart account, right? So you already have some ETH in it. So let's recap. Oh, here. So after you send out the intent, you just like wait for the solver or resolver to help you match your order with someone else. And so the solver will initiate this transaction to fulfill multiple orders at the same time. Let's recap. Intent is not a whole new concept. It's already been there, and you probably already sent it without knowing it. And intent will not replace normal transaction because it's like a two different approach. If you want something instantly, you will just like send out your own normal transaction. But if you got some time and you are like patient to wait for the best price, you probably want to send out an intent. And by its nature, intent is MEV protection, protected. So the user, either way, your intent didn't get fulfilled, so you won't have any loss there. Otherwise, you would just like have to match the constraint you made and to get your result. And yeah, and because you are not the one who initiated the transaction, so it could be gasless. And when it comes to intent, AA will be the future, should be the future. So I'm going to shout out to Essential that, because there's a lot of account abstraction wallet and there's a lot of intent apps. So we need a standard to help empower the solver so that we can gather those solver together to create the best, to provide the best price to our users. And that's really important things to do. And that's it. This is my Twitter, so feel free to follow. And if you have any question about like AA and how do we think about intent, feel free to follow me and then send me a message. I think that's a wrap.